Hey everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon
and me, Banshee, and it is a special
Tarot
unboxing
unboxing video.
video. And what do we have, Mr. O?
We have the Horror Tarot.
Can't see it from here, can ya? The Horror Tarot. And this deck is a gem.
It's very nice.
Deck and guidebook. It's Insight Editions deck. It includes fully illustrated cards and a 100, I think that's 26 page or 28 page small print guidebook. It's awesome though, really. It is truly a gem. We've only looked at this briefly, but we were so awed we thought we must do an unboxing.
I didn't know really what I was going to get. I thought, there's been a recent trend of horror, terror related tarots here. This one is very nice. It's not at all in a kitsch kind of sense. It's very serious. Nice try.
There's the guidebook.
Right. I like the other ones too and have collected them. But the artwork here is very nice. It's much more nuanced in the way a good tarot deck should be, I think.
The deck's producers are, it's by Aria Gmitter, Gmitter, and Minerva Siegel, and illustrated by the fabulous illustrator Abigail Larson. She's also done the Darkwood Tarot and other nice decks as well. So this has got a very nice horror mood to it. Let's show the inside of the eyeball box. All right, got a nice red ribbon here. We'll pop the cards out. We'll talk about the booklet a little more in a minute after we go through the cards. Let's show the backs of the cards. All right, there we are.
A nice regal kind of pattern, elegant.
Yeah, I don't know if the lighting actually does it a lot of justice, but it's kind of a burgundy red with black lines through it.
It'll actually show better when it's pressed.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So, hey, on with the show. And of course, we start with the Fool, which kind of looks like a little kind of a Red Riding Hood motif, maybe, just running from werewolves. Anyway, the Fool. Would I be better off holding it up, Mr. O?
You'll have to judge. I'm more used to doing it, so I got that. But I'd say probably use the background. Just lay down the background, try to position in the center.
Lots of red, lots of blood. Looks like our magician may be a mad scientist type.
Right. I think that the imagery and the symbols come from a variety of sources. I think there's clearly some that are from the classic Grimm's type tales, fairy tales, that kind of thing. And then I think there are clearly some modern influences or more Hollywood kind of influences. Classic movies, whatnot.
Priestess.
No, it needs to be all the way down for the most part. I mean, maybe we should switch places and I should be there. But then I'll just switch the chair too. So let's keep going.
The Empress. See, I can't quite position it right. I don't know why. That's much better. Maybe I need to angle it. The Emperor.
Maybe position your seat down a little bit. Like move your seat over a little bit.
The Hierophant. The Lovers. The Chariot. that strength? Yes.
Is it Jack the Ripper? What is it?
I'm not sure, but you know what? It possibly is. The only caveat I have about this deck is the red print for the names of the cards. It is a little hard to see. The Hermit looks like just a lonely, abandoned house, maybe, haunted house. The Wheel of Fortune. I like that one a lot. Justice. The very creepy Hanged Man. You know, I really love the borders. We haven't talked much about the borders with the skeleton hands going around. I think that's very, very cool.
This image in here seems to remind me of something out of an Edgar Allan Poe kind of tale. And yeah, I see what you mean about the red embossing on the legend is a little bit vague.
And the numbers at the top.
Yes.
So it does take a little
nice
bit
touch,
of looking.
but it's a little vague.
I love the Death card. Very, very evocative image there. Death kissing the maiden's hand. Temperance. Drowning. I'm not sure.
Is it like Ophelia?
Now, what could be more evocative of the devil than this, being caught in a spider's web? You know, and the spider waiting for that prey to get caught there.
Spiders can be quite terrifying to some people.
The Tower.
Lightning in the background.
This is such an awesome card. The Star with the Ouija board, you know. Keep hope alive. Keep looking for answers. They're out there.
Yeah, that's a nice touch.
The Moon with a nice werewolf image. The Sun with a creepy clown. No. Judgment with the zombies awakening. And it looks like maybe an evil tree or something attacking the world there. What do you think? A Cthulhu?
Yeah, it's some spiritual void menace.
The creepy King of Swords. The Queen of Swords.
I like her splash of color.
Yeah, really pretty. The Knight of Swords. And the Page of Swords. Zombie in training, maybe? I don't know.
I like the art style. It's very evocative of maybe, 19th century drawings in some cases, but a modern take on it for sure.
The Ace of Swords. This time the sword going down. Now, this one's a very nice one, too. The Two of Swords balanced with the skeleton hands in the ground. I really like that image. Macabre. And speaking of macabre, how about the real heart being stabbed there on a platter? And then we have the Four of Swords, I'm sorry.
And it looks like a vampire coming out of the coffin.
Yes, it does. Or going in.
Or going in.
For rest. The Five of Swords. The Six of Swords. Would you take a ride with that gentleman? The Seven of Swords. Nice version of the Eight of Swords. The Nine of Swords. I know we're waiting for it, everybody. That gruesome Ten of Swords. Finished.
And it will not fail. This does not fail you.
Okay, hey, we're on the King of Pentacles now.
And he looks like some sort of otherworldly creature.
The Queen. Oh my.
It kind of blurs the image of a witch and maybe Little Red Riding Hood.
Well, you know how we always say, Mr. O, that the Knight is the Knight of Pentacles is one of the slowest in the deck?
Mm-hmm.
I think this would slow the Knight down.
Yes, that's a nice way of looking at that. You know, the idea that, you know, you're slowing yourself down.
Whoa.
Sorry.
You would have been. And then the Page. Oh my. Something's wrong here. A severed hand holding the Ace of Pentacles. Ah. The Two. Spooky trees teaming to hold the Three. A spider's web holding on to those Four of Pentacles.
So nice. It's a nice way to do pips in a way. It sort of still pulls in the feel of that pictorial idea from other sources.
Right. One can call this a pseudo pip deck in a way because there is extra enhancements here to really kind of evoke that feeling of the cards you get with the Rider Waite. Here, for example, the Five of Pentacles has that church window kind of feel, or chapel window.
Yes.
And here's the Six. Hey, let's grow some tombstones for the Seven of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles. Somebody's been working hard on that tree, carving them in. The Nine of Pentacles. Quite moody, that one.
I want to be alone.
And this one is another awesome one in its own way, in its own macabre way. And notice there's somebody coming out of the top there, Mr. O. But the Ten of Pentacles, which is about legacy, ancestors, line them up. Oh boy. But in a way, I think that's what that evokes. They're very, very cool. And now we're on the Wands, the King of Wands. The Queen. The Knight looks a little wrapped up here too, the Knight of Wands. And the Page of Wands, kind of a death bride of some sort.
Or a doll.
Maybe.
A haunted doll.
Ace of Wands with the hand holding a candle. The Two of Wands. This one looks like it's anticipating a victim. The Three of Wands. An interesting macabre celebratory feel to the Four of Wands.
Oh, it's our party card.
Yes. Woohoo!
Running with the devil.
The Five of Wands, showing various creature hands going at it. I like this. It's kind of like a macabre not Ferris wheel, merry-go-round. The Six of Wands. Wow, this one can definitely stand his ground. I'm not fighting him. There's the Seven of Wands.
some sort of ghoul.
And we have the 8 of Wands, so it's bat-like creature. The 9 of Wands really does depict the, I don't know what you would call it, like the remorse of battle, or maybe, you know, just the feelings of resignation. And the 10 of Wands. And last but not least, we have our cup cards. We have the King of Wands.
Cups.
I'm sorry. The King of Cups. The cup cards. The Queen of Cups is ready to drink. Now, I don't remember how many of the other ones were on a horse, but the Knight of Cups is definitely on a horse, but is headless.
Yes. So once again, an idea from a classic story, the Legend of Sleepy Hollow with the headless horseman.
And the Page of Cups looks like a Jack-in-the-Box type thing.
Come as you are.
Here's the Bloody Ace of Cups. The 2. It's a blood fest for the 3.
Cheers.
The 4. The 5, very well depicted as well. I like the 6. The 6 shows a child who looks very...
changeling.
Okay, changeling?
Yeah.
Looks very grim, but is holding these, what are they called? Calla lilies? Calla lilies, I think, that are in the cups.
Changeling children are fairy children that are left in place of mortal children.
Okay. Wow. And the gruesome 7 of Cups. The 8 of Cups. The 9. And cups runneth over with blood in the 10 of Cups. You know, if you're going to do a pip deck, this is the way to do it, right? You know, I think Cyril Marchetti's deck, Tarot Decoratif, does that quite well. Have more than just the cups or the images representing cups. Do something that evokes a little bit more, and this deck really does deliver with that, I'd say.
I'm not as familiar with the artist as you may be, but I think they picked the one who is well-versed enough in the symbology of the cards or the meaning of the cards and being able to apply it to your pips. Because, you know, for a lot of people, us included at times, we need that kind of graphic detail in order to give us our juice, our stimulus.
Now, the book does have some unique spreads in the back. One of them is called Hiding in Shadow spread. So I like this because I'm going to just read this description because it's kind of cool. When the hair on the back of your neck raises in fear of the future, use this 4-card spread to slay those inner demons. With a question in mind, shuffle your deck and then select 4 cards and set them in a diamond shape. And so it's about fear. It's really about dealing with your fear. The next one is called Exorcise the Demon spread, which helps, this spread helps you determine who is a friend and who is an enemy. Sounds intriguing, Scorpio? And then there's one called Deal with the Devil. 6 card spread helps you see whether a risk is worth taking, especially when your gut is saying don't do it, but temptation has you wanting to give it a fair shot. So some interesting thematic readings as well. All in all, I have to say this is a very well constructed deck. I don't know why I bought it for Mr. O.
I think it's going to be perfect for use at Halloween time. But I could see where I would want to swap this out for one of the decks I'm using in my Goth Tarot show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I feel there's a lot to work with here. And earlier I made the comparisons to some other recent tarots, the Beauty of Horror Tarot. And these are nicely realized artistically. The art style tends on those to be maybe a little bit more cartoon-like in homage to EC Comics. Mm-hmm. This is a more traditional, artistically designed deck. It's very nuanced. I would compare it maybe more to the Gothic Tarot, but it's more picturesque. But it does the same kind of thing as taking, a lot of the really elements of the night and putting them into the context of what the cards mean.
I love the burgundy, the dark red color. I love just the mood and atmosphere it sets. And this is definitely a dark half of the year deck. This is shadow work deck. This could be used in a lot of different ways. Apocalyptic deck, when we're going to war and stuff. These are the kinds of decks, you might want to use it for various times and various purposes. And I have to say, it's rare that I do this these days, but this might be a deck I'll have to buy for myself, Mr. O. I don't usually buy decks that he gets and vice versa in most cases.
Right, it's true, but we are tending to use each other's decks for the live streams and some other purposes.
True that.
So this is going to happen with that too. Feel free, of course, to buy your own. I'm sure the producer of the deck will like that.
So anyway, that's it. That's what we have for everybody. I hope you enjoyed this view of the Horror Tarot. It's available on Amazon. I'm sure you can find it from other places. Insight Editions is the publisher if you want to buy direct from them. And so that's it. Have a happy Halloween season, and stay tuned for my Trick or Treat Tarot review and unboxing, which will appear on TFT's blog on our website.
And we've been holding back because I myself have a number of newer decks too that I haven't quite done an unboxing for. Some of these may actually end up being gifts during our raffle events, so stay tuned.
Stay tuned, everybody. Hey, take care, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye now.